This is South Italy, and this is the boat I'm gonna take with my friend all the way up to Slovenia. The boat is Dehler 37, 25 years old, cruiser racer, has a lot of sails, so it should be fun. The name of the boat is Lucky Bird. Nothing moves, so I have to use these cursors. There's absolutely no need that everything is touch these days. And it's an interesting autopilot because you have to engage it first. You use this lever, you engage autopilot and disengage. Instrument is just a normal Ray Marine. No ropes around the enter of the boat, but it's all here. Manual main sheet, which I really like, it's good stuff. And this is the only winch on the boat. And it's supposed to be electric, but it's not electric anymore because it needs a service. And this is Yura, he's a proud owner of this boat. For 2 years he's slowly rebuilding it. And as you can see, all the ropes come here. You have a spinnaker, mainsail, Cunningham, downhaul. So all the ropes come here to this main winch. It has this nice spray hood. It's gonna be very useful now, it's going upwind. And then this mainsail, this is like some really high-tech. It's an old sail, but it's a super high-tech sail. Very heavy, strong, has a good shape. It has a huge boom. I mean, it's a cruiser racer, and it has a small flock, which is self-tacking. See, so you don't have to release one side. It just goes, see, from one side to another side. It's pretty skinny and tall mast, and there's loads of sprouts. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 2 of these going all the way up, and this one is the lower one. And then interestingly, this is like an extra one going somewhere in the middle. So you're making sure everything is clean and tidy before we leave. We have a fridge full of interesting things. Better find it now, because later when we start going upwind, you have to know where everything is. Yeah, so we have pasta, sauce, milk, and then this one is called a sweet place because we have all the sweet and salty stuff. And overall, a very spacious, a lot of light in this boat. I kind of like it because I'm 1.90 m and I'm not crashing in everything. So I think it's a pretty good design. It's a pretty big galley, and there's 2 cabins in the back, double cabins, which are pretty spacious. And then this is the navigation area with this interesting chair. And then there's a fire extinguisher. You always check this green stuff. So this one seems like it's probably not good anymore. But this is actually a pretty comfortable position. I'm just not sure about this chair. If this is gonna hold my 100 kilos for a long time. You can see an old design switches, but this is the good stuff, you know. All the touch screen today is really bad. We have VHF. We have a weather station. This is more for fun. And then there should be some stuff in here. And I've seen flares. This is a flare, and this definitely looks super old. Let's find the date. 6 years ago it was expired. I'm sure it's gonna work. Safety first. Another one? Maybe this one works. Okay, this one expired 7 years ago, so this one is even older. This should work. This is gonna save the day. There's still some gas inside, and these things, I don't think they expire, although seems pretty new. This is a small toilet, sink. I actually really like these doors. They're kind of plastic, wood. I mean, whatever it is, it's really light and it's very durable, and it's very water resistant. It's good stuff. Spacious, it's a big table, but the front cabin is really tiny. So you have to squeeze in. It's kind of low, short. It's more like kind of a storage than, or just for the kids. But you know, it works. It's good. Electric bilge pump. You just plug it into the 12 volts to put water out of the boat. Spinnaker, shopping wheels. Yura is gonna demonstrate. So this is a mechanism. This is already original. You see, this is the mechanism, aluminium, and then you can slip, and this holds you in place a bit. This is a perfect solution. The life raft is in here. Should be in here, down there somewhere. But we'll see when we need it. I just hope it hasn't expired 10 years ago like flares, you know, safety first. We don't need to drop it in the water. So now we're left with a single rope. And now I wait for the command when to release it. Last mooring line. And then you make sure everything is in the water so it doesn't get tangled. And now we're left with a single line in the back. And now as we give a little bit of thrust forward, the boat is gonna swing, and the rudder to the left, and then the boat, see, the bow is gonna swing left. Okay, let's go. And then you pull this line up. Shouldn't be doing this with one hand on the camera and another one, but it's not much wind. You know, filming first, safety second, and so on. This side of Italy, there's not much to do. There's no islands, there's no bay, just have these marinas every here and there. The cities are like pretty industrial, not very touristic. So this side, the Adriatic side of Italy, it's not as nice as Croatia. Safety first, no life jackets around here. Well, it seems like this is it, second reef. No sail at all. And now we're gonna put some more tension with the handle. It's a really small, tiny sail now. Genoa out. So pulling the red one. And in front you can already see it's unfurling and coming out slowly. We're on 50 knots of true wind, doing 3.3 knots speed over ground. I think probably we're gonna put one more reef out, but let's wait for the captain. We've been sailing now for about an hour. Wind increased 16, 17 knots. We're sailing upwind. We're doing 5.5 knots right now. Still under second reef. Up and down. Oops. So we raised the sail a bit. We have a little bit better speed now. Slowly. I mean, it's gonna be 6 or 7 days if we keep this speed. So it's good we bought too much food, I think. Too much water. We have a second reef now. 20 knots of wind. Spray here and there. It's a good time to put life jackets on, but we don't have them. We don't have any flares. We have a life raft. Enough food. Should be good. It's almost sunset, so we are sending the position on the satellite so people know where we are and that we are okay. We are under pilot now. There's a sunset and it's a beautiful sailing. This is the dinner: bread, cream cheese, kefir, and some more cheese. The best and only sandwich on this boat. Yura doesn't seem to be hungry anymore, but it's really good. So how do you like tonight dinner? It's amazing.
Sounds good.
Have to be really hungry. Oh.
Delče, no, tako delč od Hrvaške, no. Čisto na italijanski strani skoraj.
Good morning, this is the day number 2. A beautiful sunrise. And down there you can see an island. It's actually a Croatian island far away, which is almost on the Italian side. We're still under second reef. We kept it for the night, just to have no trouble. How do you feel?
Very good.
Perfect. Do you see any ghosts already?
Oh yeah.
your eyes are this big.
Yeah.
From no sleeping. So he's been driving now for a couple of hours. So he's looking forward to going downstairs to take some rest. And I'm gonna take over. We're putting the full main up. So we have to release the main sheet, open the reefs, pulling the main halyard. This is the second day, afternoon. We came very close to Croatia. Down there it's island of Vis, and then behind us is Svetac. And not much has changed. We are sailing upwind, just beating upwind. The wind is now around 60 knots, and we're just eating and sailing. Not much else to do. And for lunch we had the same as yesterday. And tomorrow we're gonna have the same as today, because we have some bread and cheese left. But tonight for dinner we might make tortellini. We've done tortellini. You can see it's moving a little bit. It's a special cooker, so you can cook on the waves. Here's my portion. Early morning, day number 3, and the sunrise. We had beautiful winds during the night. The second cooked dish on this trip. Yura, the chef, made this pasta, which is really good. And it's third day, it's evening. We spend most of the day on engine, but now this Bura wind, which is offshore wind, picked up, and we're just at the right spot in Kvarner where it's the strongest. And then we're gonna fly across in around 4 or 5 hours. Is it good? Very good. Who's cleaning the dishes?
Igor.
Sailing into the sunset, like in every good movie. And this is the happiest man on earth right now. Life is much easier now. The story is He bought this boat a couple years ago in Spain, in what was the place called? In Alicante. He wanted to bring it back home to Slovenia. In the end he made it in 17 days, but not on one go. He had to go 3 times because the first time the batteries died and the alternator died and the weather was not fine. So this is the leg number 3 we did from Italy up to Slovenia, and now the boat is finally back home in one piece. So happy to be back home.